So, Jimmy Grabowski. Jimmy. Jimmy says, how about this? You go ahead and show the police what you like, and I'll show them what you've said about me and accuse me of doing. Oh no, Jimmy. You tell on me, Jimmy. Go ahead. You tell them cops. I bet you they'll laugh in your fucking face. But he says this, and this is why I'm making this video, because he says, maybe you need to go back to jail where you belong. Oh wait, it won't be long till you go again. Smiley face. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Okay, now that's like a father-son reference. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And this is evidence to me that Jimmy Grabowski is a gang stalker who has access to certain information about me, because nobody knows this right now except for me and one other person as far as I know. But I'm going to go ahead and mention it right here. I just got out of jail. I got probation for a disorderly conduct that I didn't even need to take because the cop didn't show up. I should have just had the fucking thing dismissed. But I tried to be nice. Yep, that's what I get for being nice. Because I belong in jail because I had a disorderly conduct. Now, I took a disorderly conduct, but the truth was that it was really police misconduct when the cop tried to kill me when I was just taking my daughter to work and I got pulled over for a expired registration. Now, it's what's important for people to know is that police officer no longer works for Patton. Why is that? Anybody care to enlighten me on why that is? Because he wanted to be the next chief of police in Patton. If I'm such a criminal, why is he gone and I get a disorderly conduct per me because I chose to do that when I could have said no? Okay, now it just so happens that I got a phone call today from my probation officer, Megan Sapp. Miss Megan Sapp called me and told me I have to go back to probation before Thanksgiving. She needs to see me back at probation before Thanksgiving. I just fucking got out of jail. I wasn't even supposed to have probation, but yet I have to go back to probation here and see her again before Thanksgiving. Now, I know people that are on probation, like heavy, but whatever they call it, strict probation, where they have to go up periodically and piss in a cup and do all this, and they have to report to their probation officer. That don't have to participate as much as they're making me participate in this 90 days probation with zero special conditions. I have no special conditions yet. This bitch up here at probation is making me come up again. I don't care. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done being a nice guy here. This is not normal. I'm being discriminated against, for one thing. But how does Jimmy... He mentions this, okay? And it won't be long till I'm back in jail. What do you mean there, Jimmy? What are you basing that on? You wouldn't happen to know that I have to go back to probation, would you? I mean, that would insinuate that you know what's going on my phone, or you know what's going on in my life, because I'm the only fucking one that knew that. Me and my probation officer, as far as I knew. So, and you said that the apple don't fall far from the tree. What's funny is there's also something that I have to deal with tomorrow at the same location with my son. Now, I don't think it's any coincidence that Jimmy Grabowski mentions this stuff here. And nobody should know any of this. Nobody should know any of this. But it seems like they know more than they're letting on. That's why the little smiley faces and why he says this. Because otherwise it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. So here, I have to point this out. to prove to people in town here, prove to anybody else watching this, that Jimmy Grabowski's a fucking gang stalker. He's obviously a weirdo creep that spends his time focused on me. On me! Because he's a fucking weirdo. He's obsessed with me for some reason. Jimmy boy, I hate to tell you, but karma is a bitch. I'm not going out of my way to do anything to any other people, okay? I say it how it is. And I didn't accuse you of anything. I said there were holes in my wall in my daughter's bedroom, which happens to be the same wall as yours, as your back bedroom in your apartment. That's not saying that you did it. That's just saying the truth. You know, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's probably a duck. I'll say that. And you're getting pretty defensive, claiming that I'm saying that, accusing you of things. Sounds like you have a guilty conscience there, Jimmy. Now, I don't believe what people tell me about other people typically, because I know what's been said about me. But I will say that I've been told some things about Jimmy Grabowski that lead further to my belief that he's a fucking creep, that he's an old pervert, that he's got some skeletons in the closet. And I mean, he knows technology. It wouldn't be that far-fetched to think that he sits in his fucking apartment spying on everybody. And hey, I don't know. If Jimmy Grabowski was spying on my fucking teenage daughter when I lived there in her bedroom, if that happened, then you're one sick fuck, Jimmy, and you need help. And it's not me that'll come for you. Karma will. You know, you can go on and do everything in the shadows all you want and claim that you're some just a nice guy, right? Just an innocent, nice guy. But I don't see any signs of that at all. None. No signs of that whatsoever. You go around trying to make other people look bad to take the attention away from yourself. Because if you didn't, then the attention would be on you as being like a creep. I mean, I just call it how I see it. So, we'll see here, Jimmy. Am I going to be back in jail soon? Why would I be in jail soon, Jimmy? Why was I in jail to begin with? What's funny, if you look at my criminal record, my convictions, my worst fucking crime that I've ever committed and was convicted of, I got disorderly conducts. That's it. And it's not because I'm a disorderly person who goes around, conducting my public business in disorderly fashion. No. It's because I'm fucking targeted and these cops keep trying to do stupid shit to me and I push back and I don't play into their intimidation. And what happens? They get fucking transferred. They get mad. I learn my rights. They don't win. And they do everything they can do, which results in these fucking disorderly conduct fine. They even made the fine only $50 just so that I would take it because they were fucking tricking me into this whole thing. They made it very enticing when I should have just waited. If I had just said, nope, not guilty, the whole thing would have been dismissed and I would have went home with nothing. But, lesson learned. Now, who's the real criminals here? Here I am, a single dad with 2 kids. I've always had my kids, right? That's got to say enough about me in itself, right there. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but despite all of the attempts to try to make me look like a bad dad, I still got my kids. And you know what? I'm damn proud of my fucking kids. My daughter's a good human being with a good heart and a good soul, and she doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She's a good person. So I don't care. I don't care if my kids end up rich, successful, as long as they're good people and they do right by other people. That's what's important to me. And Other people have different values, I guess, but you know, you can call it how you see it, Jimmy. But when you make these claims, calling me a meth head and all this shit, that's just lying out your ass. What do you have to base this on here, Jimmy? What do you have to base any of this on? Please, enlighten me. I speak the truth, facts, okay? And then people can make their own judgment, and they can come to their own conclusions based on the facts. You just spout lies and lead people to assume things. That's it. And there's no facts. You base nothing off of any facts at all. So what are you? You're just a liar. You're just a fucking liar. You run around just lying about shit, and lying to other people as well. You're lying about me, and you're lying to other people. You're manipulating people to believe something that's not true. And either you're just assuming it, which makes you know better, or you know more, and you're going even further, and you're saying things that you know that isn't true about me. Okay? Now I'm a little bit we'll call it spunky right now, right? So normally I'm calm, cool, collected, and I feel bad for these people, but I'm just not. It's you're making it real easy not to feel bad for you guys anymore. I really don't feel bad for you. Whatever happens to you, you deserve it. That's all I have to say. You deserve whatever bad things happen to you. You know, anything bad that happens to me, it happened because of my own choices, but with the assistance of other people. Okay? Now there's bad, evil people in the world, and it's important that people are aware of that. As long as you're not naive. If you're naive, then it's still you make a choice, and then those bad people do bad things to you, but you still made that choice at the end of the day. So you're still accountable for your actions. It's just you have to accept the variable that people are evil sons of bitches. People are evil, spiteful, vindictive, and they have no compassion, no remorse, no empathy for others at all. And unfortunately, it just makes them even worse people. I don't understand how they can sleep at night, how they can look themselves in the mirror, how they can show their faces in public when they do these things to people. I have no problem coming up and talking to anybody, any single person in this town, because I live my life trying to not cause bad things to happen to anybody else. I live my life, every action I take it and I ask, well, is this going to negatively affect someone else? I ask that question with everything that I do. And if that makes me a bad person or a criminal, then guilty is charged, I guess. And if that means I should belong in jail, then okay. Okay, but that means, in my opinion, our system is fucked up. How about that? While the weird fucking pedophile creeps can roam the streets and stare at your kids with these weird thoughts and everything, and the good people that are trying to do right in this world and make the world a better place are getting persecuted and put in jail for what? What? For what? You know, they need to jail. Yes, I was an addict in the past. I had a drug problem in the past, a long time ago. And it had nothing to do with meth. It was opiates. That was back when I was married in 2012, 2013, when I split up with my ex-wife because she didn't want to quit doing drugs. And I did. We had to go our separate ways. And it was the best thing I ever did. And I've always had my kids ever since. There's a reason that my wife was $13,000 in the arrears in child support. And had 2 outstanding warrants for her arrest for absconding probation, which she was on for retail theft and drug possession in 2 different counties at the same time. But what did they do to her? Nothing. They let her go. They actually gave her a custody hearing, which she didn't show up to anyway. But I found out when I was up there at Cambria County Prison, she was up here recently, earlier this year, for 11 days herself. I don't know how she managed to just do 11 days in Cambria County Prison and not Blair County. She had probation in Blair County, too. Don't ask me how that happened. And I don't know why she was waiting outside the district attorney's office whenever I went up for a hearing and had my criminal trespassing dismissed when they evicted me from the apartments and tried to charge me. Yeah, that got dismissed. And when that got dismissed, I found my wife staring down at me from the district attorney's office. I went up to talk to her and she ran away from me. So what's that tell you? What's going on there? Does anybody think that there's something fishy going on? And when I try to talk to my ex-wife, she says stuff. It's like she's not allowed to talk to me. Isn't that weird? Anybody else think that's funny? Is it just me? Am I just crazy to think that there's some plan that my ex-wife's involved in to try to target me and paint me as a bad parent and try to make me out to be this criminal and everything else, and all of these people together collectively trying to do this? What's the worst that you've done? Put me in jail for disorderly conduct? Really? That's pathetic. That's fucking pathetic. Now, who are you helping? Megan Sapp, who are you helping with your aggressive probation here? When I wasn't even supposed to fucking be on probation. Who are you helping here by doing this? You helping my kids? Are you helping my mom? I'm trying to fix her fucking house. The heat was off whenever I got put in jail, and you knew that, but you decided to put me in jail anyway, Megan Sapp. You knew that. I told you that. But you thought it was best that I go to jail, and my mom's house goes without heat for 23 days. Now here I am trying to fix the shit in her house that needs fixed up because, you know, it's not like she has a handyman to do all this work. And you want me to go back up to probation? You want to put me back in jail right before Thanksgiving and my son's birthday? Who are you helping there? You know, who are you protecting and serving there, Megan? How is this helping anybody or anything? You know what I mean? I mean, help me out here. Enlighten me. Help me see the purpose of this or the point of this. Or is it just to satisfy the vindictive, evil, spiteful people who are mad because all together, collectively, they can't easily, you know, accomplish their fucking plan to destroy my life? So they're mad. So they are reduced to doing these pathetic little things to fuck with me. And it's sad. It's so sad. It's pathetic. I'm convinced these people don't hate me. They don't. They don't hate me. They hate themselves so much that the thought of me or the sight of me or my situation just reminds them how very much they hate their life and they hate themselves. And they can't get over their ego for 2 seconds to see the big picture and maybe make a change in their own life or try to make themselves become a better person. No, they're going to continue to try to reduce me so they appear to be a better person. That's easier for them than actually, you know, doing self-work and becoming a better person. That's all. So, yep, that's my thoughts here of the day. So with that, Jimmy, you have a good one, buddy. I'll catch you on the flip side, buddy. Peace. Be good or be good at it. And like I said, you guys aren't very good at this, so maybe you should try being good. Peace.